Oh
But
shit! Don't do that again.
I see numbers moving.
I
okay.
see
Now,
87,
Things
88.
changed over here. We
We at
got numbers moving.
82%. We
all
at
right, we got
90%.
numbers moving. It may have took a little longer because I'm doing a live stream. But anyway, welcome back, y'all. We back from hiatus. It's your favorite, most unprofessional professionals, or most professional unprofessionals, or whatever you want to call us, just as long as you don't call us broke. Anyway, I'm one of your co-hosts, Trouble Man, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl. But now I just bought these joints and give them back to their rightful owners because I got a wife at home and she don't be playing. Ladies, are y'all gonna introduce
Leslie,
y'all?
Leslie, Leslie, Leslie on all social medias. And really, I don't want your baby daddy. I'm gonna just play with him when he's tired of you and send him back. You got him.
It's see, and I'm thinking about interested in getting into this poly thing. I don't know. I don't want her to touch
Yo,
me.
it's
Matter of fact,
so
I
fun.
want a touch me. I want me a touch me not, and I'm a touch me not, and we just gonna enjoy company, but we not touching.
See, it's so
How does
fun.
that work?
And didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you how fun it is when you can be real honest with your partner and be like, "Look, I really fuck with you, and I want you for this. But however, I also need this, this, and this. And if you don't feel all of these qualities, it don't take nothing away from what me and you got. But I'm gonna need you to go have everything that you want to. Straight honest about it. It's much easier, much easier.
But can what I'm asking for be attainable? Because if I'm a touch me not, I want to touch me not because we know I'm not gay. So I don't know if
No,
this is gonna work.
so no, but that's what you ask for. You really don't want to. You don't want a sexual relationship. You want an asexual poly relationship, and that happens. I actually know somebody like that. Like we just get together, we can cuddle, we can chill, we can go out together, but we're not actually fucking. That's the thing. That's and I'm gonna find out the name for it. It's actually a thing because I have a friend who's like that. I'm gonna find out the name and tell you what it is. Yep.
Okay.
It's asexual. So T, you
It's
just want a cuddle buddy? Is that
I
what
want
you're
to cuddle.
saying?
In all sense of the word, she wants somebody that's gonna come cuddle with her, be they male or female. We don't have to fuck, but you make me feel good. I make you feel good, and then you can go off and fuck whoever you need to and get what you need from them because what your contract with me is already satisfied.
So they can give you the monsters balls like Halle Berry. Can you make me feel good?
I just need when I'm emotional and crying, because my daughter said she's not going through this shit with me again now that my sons are gone. I need somebody to take her place when I'm emotional and crying and be like, it's gonna be okay, see.
Right. I don't know how to turn the screen landscape view like they said, but I'm gonna get better.
I mean, as far as I can see, all straight.
Okay. But yeah,
Oh
it's
Now
no,
just,
that
T
ain't working.
crazy.
I don't know what the fuck you do.
Yeah, I don't know what she did either. But for y'all that
Neither
are
do
just
I.
tuning in, we are on a new platform. So shout out to Riverside. This is a brand new platform for us. We were on Spreaker, but then Spreaker pissed me off. So I said, "Fuck you, Spreaker. Why am I paying y'all money if y'all gonna wipe my show?" Because they try to say I copyright infringed, even though I've reached out to every artist I've ever played on that show, at least somebody in their camp. And the thing
Right.
is, how can I copyright infringe when you have the fucking rights to it? I never said I own the rights to it. And the
Right.
artists, I'm happy that a lot of the artists I played weren't even known. So, fuck you,
Yeah.
Spreaker.
Basically. Fuck
We moved to
Spreaker. We're back
Riverside.
though. We're back though. We're back with different mindsets. From
Fuck you.
you know,
So,
some folks got the ultimate fuck you. Some folks got the hey, I'm gonna we eyes.
yeah, so that's where we at with it. Fuck you, Spreaker. Shout out to all the rest of the people that still curious, though. I mean, this actually is a platform through Spotify. We were already on Spotify anyway, so it just made sense to go with Riverside. It's a brand new platform, so if y'all see a few technical
I like it.
glitches,
It's super easy to use too.
yeah. So it's a brand new platform. So if we have a few glitches, then y'all just got to bear with us. It's new to us. It's new to them. It's new to everybody. So
Teddy Riley is not our
Teddy
VJ
Riley is not
anymore. He is not our he is not behind the board. It is all Wayne in the app.
this is it. Yeah, we can't mention Teddy Riley no more. He was mad last time I saw him. I was like, they're just jokes. They're just jokes. He was not
yes,
very happy though. He was not happy at all. He was very unhappy to clarify the situation.
He say
Ooh.
the fact to say like like that'd be a legit ass statement, dog. That's just when you're the guy.
All right, Lex, we're gonna need you to sit still because every time you move, you echo when you go in and
No, that's not
out.
necessary. I know. I gotta get a new stand. I broke my stand, but the phone fixed. I'm trying. I'm gonna have one this week. And when we want, I'm
Where
gonna have
your
one. I
headphones
promise.
at?
In my ear.
uh, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but like I
Do it on
said,
voice isolation. Slide your screen down and
It
do
is
voice
the voice
isolation on your Mac.
isolation. It
and
is.
that's
Oh.
we are the most unprofessional professionals. We'll do
Okay,
technical
you
stuff
can do
right
it.
here.
This is my background.
So, but anyway, T wants to become a no touching me poly. Uh, she just wants the monsters balls
No,
apparently.
she just wants one of her polycues to be a pedal polycule. Because she had polycues, and that's what they're called. They're separate relationships. She doesn't want. Now it depends because if you want parallel poly or like kitchen table poly is where you all of your partners are aware of each other and they know each other. Like y'all can go out to dinner and sit like all together. And then
Yeah, that's what I want.
parallel poly is just like okay, my relationship with Wayne is one thing, his relationship with you is another thing. We don't interact, but we both know about each other. Like it takes the cheating out of it. Like you don't have to cheat. That's the shit that fucks people up. You don't have to cheat because cheating is the point. You don't have to cheat. You can't say I'm a real nigga. You a real nigga. I ain't on real nigga.
This is true. It's always best to be
Because I
upfront.
might actually want to sit there and watch you fuck the shit out of her.
Cuddle fucks.
Shout out to Rennie Tatty on Instagram. That's my new shero.
Who is Remy Taddy again?
Rennie
I think I watched
Tatty.
her maybe twice.
Rennie
I
Taddy.
think I watched her twice.
She reminds me of you, Let.
Please
I don't
go
know. You
and
gotta send me. I think I watched it, but I watched it like accident. I felt like one of those things that
And she right
rolling
here
up
in
the
DC.
timeline. So I had to go.
Why ain't she right here in DC?
I'm gonna check out. Matter of fact, I can actually pull it up now. Oh, I think I might have seen her on IG already. I possibly have seen her already. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But
So
I
you
might
know what I
actually.
figured out? There
She
you
the
go.
one that went
Only because I
viral
just had this
for
conversation.
having a threesome and frying the chicken in the kitchen while her boyfriend beat the brakes off the other chick.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I
I
seen.
did watch that. See, I don't
Lex, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what
no.
she got going on over there.
I don't know. You see at all?
Yeah, you sound like you on
You
AOL
muffled.
down up over there. Yeah, it's in and out, and you're a little grainy. But I think it should be some options to where you can adjust your sound or whatnot.
I'm learning.
Where's
I'm
your
learning. Hold on.
internet
I'm learning.
device?
I'm literally sitting in the best spot for it, but it may be down here because it just started storming. Shout out to Spectrum. Spectrum really hates Raleigh Durham because I live too close to Duke. So our internet goes in and out randomly depending on how much bandwidth they're using.
Gotcha.
Oh, I would hate them.
Hell yeah, that's crazy.
Like but Duke is such a big facility that none of the internet companies like they can't override the bandwidth. It just is what it is. It takes up so much of the data, I guess, that even like if you had, you know how they say you have this speed, they won't even try to give you high speed ones no more. They'll be like, it's not gonna work for you. We're just gonna end up refunding you. So just go ahead and get the middle one, or go get the low one, and you'll just use whatever bandwidth you got.
So damn, Duke got monopoly on the Wi-Fi out there. That's crazy as hell.
Duke definitely fucks up everybody's Wi-Fi and internet around here because there's Duke and then Central is right there too. So we have two major universities that have, information infrastructures, and you live in the area and it's like, damn.
That sucks.
Damn, They was like, fuck everybody else. We run this internet shit. That's all right. Well,
Now
we gonna work with
at night when like you can tell like after university hours close and shit, internet be the bomb. Like,
We gonna have to start
But they
doing this
shouldn't
shit.
even be back on campus yet.
oh, 'cause remember Duke is a medical facility because they have Duke University, but then there's Duke University Health System. So the health system is always running.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
posted. I'm gonna
Duke
see
is
if
like
I can.
University of Maryland College Park down here. So like when you go towards Baltimore and the schools have the hospital and the residents just go to the college, that's how that is down here.
Got you. I got you. So I posted something. A couple people got upset. Some didn't. I mean, honestly, I really don't care. But it amazed me how many people actually got upset. I'm gonna try to pull it up. So I basically said I'm gonna play the clip. I posted it. Five things that you have to offer a man. Nothing, 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 and nothing. You ain't with that one. Nothing, friend, nothing. What do you need from a man who you're gonna take seriously? Money. That's all you look for. You're not serious though. I am serious. So why would a man even want to look your way if you can't add value to his life? Well, now if you got the bag down. Right. Thank you. You should spend the money down. So let's say the man has the bag and he wants to spend the money. What does he get back? I asked him all questions like, what's my favorite color? You know what I'm saying? Right. Nigga, yeah, let's get to know each other. What color is my motherfucking real hair? Well, we don't keep it shallow over here. We talk about real stuff. And when it comes on to the money, why does your man have to have it? Because I get it. So how much you make then? That's none of your business. I'm a nurse and it's none of your business. So how much do you want your man to make? He needs to be in the streets. Stay down so we come up. You want a good guy while you're in the medical field? I want a good guy, bad guy, whatever brings the money, make me richer. That's what it is. If he can't pay all my bills and take care of what else I got going on, and then no. Now if that's all we got for the generation under us, like for my
But you
nephew,
know what?
cousins, I wouldn't
It's
dare.
not. It's not. And let me tell you why women have a problem with this post. It is because down to the bare bone, historically, women have been told, stop being so emotional. Stop being emotional. Stop getting your feelings into it. Stop being, y'all don't want that. So when we start talking to y'all off of logic, that's the logic y'all use. Men look at us and go, what value does she add to my life? If she's not adding value either in, she's keeping my dick happy, she's keeping me happy, she's keeping my home happy. Y'all can't hear that out of our mouths. And that's all it is. It is the person who said it, not actually the kid. Because if a man had said that, there'd be no problem.
I look at it like that.
And the problem is, the kids that are under us, unfortunately, have been raised by moms and dads, and who have been absolutely hurt, had to walk themselves back from hurt, and we learn the lessons that you know what? Love is good. Love is amazing. Love is something that you want to have. However, love is not enough. You have to have a friendship, a foundation. You gotta. This is not free. Finances and stuff straight. The love part will happen. Love is gonna happen eventually. Everything else is what really
That's
fucked
why
up friendship.
that's why arranged marriages work so much.
Arranged marriages work because they don't go in based off love. They go in based off values, and
They
they
going
learn to
based
love
on
later.
business, and it's
The
business too
business
for the
first,
families. They
business
going
first, love later.
they gonna
Yeah.
buy. My take on it was like this, like to an extent, there's nothing wrong with her wanting to have a provider. That's natural. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're
For
supposed to do.
for this generation of the entitlement sense, and then they don't even know what they want. And she said she was a nurse. I think she spelled CNA wrong, but whatever. It's for me. It's the entitlement. Like nobody. If I come into this relationship with $1 million and you come with your purse, what are you doing for me? If I wanted to pay all the bill, I already do that. What do I
Already do that.
need it
Right.
for?
So what I
Let's
need you for.
build
And that's
together.
where the love part comes in. That's what they don't know. They don't know that's when the love part comes in because my value to you may not be my first because you already paying the bills. But, and hear me out. Niggas can get pussy anywhere. But a man is not going to lay up and cuddle with and confide in and talk to on some real shit. His emotional, his finances, his business. He's gonna pay you. You have to be able to be that woman that can hold it and keep her mouth shut. He wants a lockbox. So what am I bringing to you? I'm your diary. What value does your diary have? Your diary knows everything about you. But you're gonna protect your diary because all your secrets are in it. You're gonna make sure you lock it up and lock it down. You're gonna make sure can't nobody else get into it. And let's go with males that actually have women like that that make them expensive and unattainable. Why? Because he provides everything for her to make it so she's not going anywhere. I'm covering all her bases because that's my diary. I'm gonna protect her. That's all it is. We just don't
That,
like saying it out loud because what people will take from that is, so all she's giving me is pussy, baby. If that's all you're getting, that's all you're accepting, and that's all you're demanding. Because a woman who actually cares about you is definitely giving you more than pussy. You definitely got a diary that you can suck. Yeah, she's your friend that be like, hey, can I borrow some titties for a little bit? Yeah, sure, sure. If you got your man Tony, y'all don't need to be together.
what you got, T?
I was listening, got distracted. I had my phone on do not disturb, and my daughter popped in. So I agree with that, but also you can give a nigga any and everything in the world. If that nigga doesn't value you for what it is that you're giving him, everything that
Yep,
Lex said, I can be his diary, I can be his
yep.
secret holder, I can be the freakiest, nastiest bitch in the world, I can be his biggest cheerleader, his greatest fan. I can support this man, I can help him do any and every fucking thing. Unless that man wants you,
To
he's going to
value you,
use
he
you
has
for
to value you.
everything that
Right,
you're going to give him and move on to the next bitch.
right,
And
right.
a lot of females at this juncture in life, us older 30s, early 40s, we've
Yep.
already gone
We
through
realize that.
that used phase. So now we're looking
Yep.
at
I don't
you
have nothing
as,
to use
what the
for.
fuck you mean can I bring to you? You should already have
Right.
every fucking
You
thing.
already
If
have
you're
it.
late 30s, early
Yep.
40s, you should be coming in here for a fun time. It could turn into a
Yeah,
long
yeah, for
time,
fun. Right. That's
but
exactly what now we have it
ultimately,
now.
we got to be evenly matched on that shit. I'm not going to sit here and build a nigga again. I'm not going to
That's
sit
Right.
here and be a cheerleader for a
Right.
motherfucker again. You got to
that's
But
come to me
also, people,
and heal
men
what the fuck I
are
done
not
gone through
interested in
from
building
beneath
women
it.
either.
that's the thing.
Men
I ain't
are
bringing
interested
nothing
in
to the
building
table.
women
I
either.
am the table.
I am the thing.
So I'm gonna
But
tell you how I was raised. Like I
I
agree,
got the
agree with
booze.
what y'all said, but the way I was raised, my parents are still dissing me. You supposed to find a helpmate as well as a soulmate. We can't build if we just living off everything I do. We work together, we'll get a lot more done.
Yep.
If I just
And
want to
that's
have a,
again,
if I just want
We
to have a
don't need
fun
to work
time, I go on
together.
mega personals and spend $40 and be
but
done.
again, but
But
again, all of that could be very well fine and dandy. You gonna sit
oh,
there and tell that bitch everything that you want her to hear, that you feel is going to make you get to the point that you need it at, and then you're gonna just go away with the next bitch that you really really want. Niggas don't honestly know who they want. They know what they want, and they look at each bitch that they feel is going to give them what they need to get to where they want to be.
But what if you don't
And
need no
and
more?
unfortunately, that's
it's
what
not
the
about it's a balance. It's a balance. It's looking at the that nigga that
Headphones, Lex, headphones.
man, she done froze on the screen.
She done froze in a meditating position.
She was
Really like
praying
you
for
was
dear
over there,
life.
like you was over that joint
it's a
praying.
balance. Did it come back in?
Yeah, I think I heard you say something.
Okay. Because it's still 99%. Because it got a percent thing, so it's still 99% that you should be able to hear me, so I don't know. No, what I was saying was the balance is not having you provide everything and I'm off of it and all I'm giving you is fun. When we say fun, there's both an emotional balance and there's a logical balance. And we both bear the burden of responsibility to make sure that those are at 100%. So if you are low, if you are 50% emotionally and I got a feeling you're 40, cool. But it's gonna get you to 100. But also, if you're at 20 and I need to pull 80, I need to be able to have the capacity to get us to 100. That's
Exactly.
the balance. It's not a 50-50 thing. The 50-50 is that I hate when people say that. It's like, ain't no 50-50 relationship because there are none. Sometimes you're going to need a little more from me than I need from you. And sometimes vice versa. We have to have the capacity to do that for each other. And if we don't, that's where it's fucked up because somebody is pulling more from the person than they're getting put in all the
Exactly.
time.
That
All
is
the
the
time. It's
clearest
like
you
you
have been
running
this
me out.
entire episode. Let's stay in that spot right there. Don't move. That is the
I'm not
clearest you have
moving.
been this entire episode.
I'm not moving. I'm literally in the same spot that I was in. I'm
And
Stay
then
that's
right.
also you gotta take
you
into
have to be able to be
consideration
honest
too.
about what you need as a person.
Yes.
What you need as a person. You need to be able to tell me as a man, this is what I need. This is what makes me happy. This is what makes me fucked up. This is what makes me want to knock your head between the washer and dryer. You have to be able to say that without having the man. If I say this shit, she gonna leave me. I can't talk. I can't. Don't. I can't
You gonna leave by if I can't be open and honest with you and you gonna leave,
I
have
don't care.
a
Say the
But
fuck
it's
to me.
ways that you can be open and honest without being hurtful and disrespectful.
No, I totally
Without being
agree.
hurtful and
I
disrespectful.
agree
Right.
with that, but it's not gonna always be that way. Sometimes, especially when
But
you in a
sometimes it come out disrespectful.
yeah,
It
especially
comes
like
out
say for
disrespectful
instance,
sometimes.
if you with somebody that you with every day, like y'all
It will be
together every
disrespectful
day,
sometimes.
especially like say you dealing with somebody that work from home and you work from home, even though y'all in
We
two
spend too
separate
much
houses.
time together.
Y'all gonna be y'all either gonna be in this house or that house, and
Yep.
sometimes y'all gonna get on each other's nerves. Shit gonna happen,
Go
and
home.
sometimes shit gonna come off disrespectful.
Yep.
But if you've been dealing with that person long enough and y'all understand each other, it's gonna come off disrespectful. Y'all might be hot for a minute, but eventually you gonna either apologize or y'all gonna because everybody got
Right.
their own way of apologizing. Either y'all gonna say I'm
Right.
sorry, or y'all gonna do something to let it know, like okay, I was out of pocket, my
It's
bad.
what it is. But and you know what? Wayne, that's a really good. And here we go. They're gonna take my girl card again. Here we go. Now I gotta go into the red nigga files. You need to stop not being able to apologize. An
I can agree
apology
with that.
will literally go the furthest with a man if you because men like accountability. They like it. Like, oh, I came at you wrong. Like I told you, you was a biscuit headed hoe. My bad, dog. My bad. I was having a real fucked up day. I did snap at you off some shit. But if you actually introduce that into your relationship, the ability to apologize, both of you, not just the woman saying it, but the man saying it, to apologize and let it go on the level of accountability. And this does not qualify to every man because, and I hate to say it, it goes further with street niggas than anything. With dudes who used to hustle, or dudes who do hustle, or dudes that were in situations where they had to get it out the mud, they like accountability. They don't care about you being smart at the mouth. Did you do it? Yeah, you did it. All right. How did you flat out tell me what
Right.
you did? They like that. So if you can't talk to him on some like real shit, you don't need to be with him because all you're doing is destroying that man for the next person and destroying you for the next man because you're gonna have unrealistic expectations that the world is gonna treat you nice. Everybody ain't gonna talk to you nice. The world ain't gonna talk to you nice. So stop expecting in your relationship that you're just gonna be, honky dory all the damn time. I tell people all the time, fairy tales is literally just the superhero story from the girl's perspective. So yeah, you can have the fairy tale, and every man can be the superhero story, but y'all got to learn how to put things together. That's how you have a workable relationship.
Exactly. Like, but everybody got holds. We all got to be held accountable. Like me personally, I'm the
Everybody
type.
got to stand on their 10, right?
Because when I'm wrong, I normally say I'm wrong unless you just really piss me off and I don't feel like talking to you. Because what I can do, silence is a killer. I won't say shit to you for a day or two, and then you're like, "What the fuck is this nigga thinking? What's about to happen?" Until like, I've been in relationships where I've been and women have lived together, and we was both playing
So,
silent treatment. We was in the house for a week. Ain't nobody say shit. All you heard was door slamming, but we both
but
still
everybody
came home. No,
home. But everybody still home, right?
we still came home.
Like,
So, but most
like,
times, like me personally, if and I'm just speaking for me, if I do something that's usually offensive, especially if it's somebody that I'm with or we have a disagreement over something, if I feel I'm wrong, I will apologize. But if I don't, I'm not. Unless you can make me see like, hey, well, we did this. I know you don't think you're wrong, but this is how it made me feel. Then I'll
but
take
this is
that
how
into
it made me
consideration. Then 9 times
feel.
out of
Right.
10, we say, okay, I get it. I apologize. But everybody don't get no apology.
No, see, I have this thing about apologizing for how I ask, hey, look, are you mad at what I said or you are mad at how it made you feel?
Exactly.
Because what I said may be valid. Yeah, you was real stupid right then. You were stupid, but maybe I should have told you you was not smart. Maybe I should have been like, you should have did this a better way. How it made you feel is valid. As valid as what I said, because what I told you, if I love you, is actually the truth. And I'm going to love you enough to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take my truth, it may be the way I said it, but I also shouldn't have to water it down where I gotta, soften it up and change my words and change me because then at a point I'm gonna stop wanting to do that for you because you're pulling more from me than I'm able to give
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think also another thing is you got to know in a healthy manner when it's time to go.
when it's time to go, when it's time to walk out. Right. And
Because
some of us stay too long.
sometimes, yeah, and then sometimes you end up in situations where unforgivables happen, and
Yeah.
then that fucks you up more, and then it turns into, well, shit, you're sitting there questioning every time y'all had an argument and they
Yeah.
apologized for something. Was it really a real apology, or was they
Was it
just
really,
saying
really
that
following? Yeah.
because they weren't at a space where they were comfortable with leaving?
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
you get the
We
most
got
disrespectful when you feel like you no longer need that person.
You no longer need them. You get super disrespectful. Yeah. I do. I agree. I definitely agree.
and there's a lot of homosexuals out there too, so they ain't gonna
And
pop
look,
off because
you know what
they
I
know
said?
they got somewhere to
A
go.
lot of people that are, granted, homosexuals are a thing, but really a lot of people that are homosexuals right now that I've come across that I've seen, they got a place to go. It's just the person that's in it they don't really fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
They're not exactly homeless. They just don't have a home person. It's not the homeless. And I laugh at people like, you a homosexual? It's like, no, he ain't got no home. He is stray. He just wants somebody to pet his head, suck his dick, feed him something, tell him he look cute. But women want
And some of these
want to
homosexuals actually have their own homes to go to.
have
It's
time
just
to
not what they
there's
want.
nobody there. There's nobody
Some of
there.
them, I say about 30% of them, because you'd
Yeah.
be amazed how
Now
many times
granted, there is
I
some
see
that
this
look
shit
like
on
that.
the memes. I see it on the memes, but it's so funny because like coming from when I was living in condos and apartments, seeing dudes actually get kicked out and they out there pacing for hours trying to figure out where they gonna go with
Where they gonna go?
a trash bag and a PlayStation. I'm like, you ain't got to better
So
get
this
you a
is
room or something, boy.
as a man, I guess you say as a man, I guess it's a relevant question for women too. Is it easier to have a relationship with somebody that has somewhere to go when y'all need to then to go through that? Well, now we're bonded together because we live in the same place. I ain't got nowhere to go if you fuck up. She ain't got nowhere. We both in a tight spot together. That's why people stay so long. Do men look at it like that? Like I really ain't got nowhere else to go. This bitch gonna throw my shit out the window.
I look at it like this, right? eventually, if y'all moving forward towards a goal, y'all gonna be in the same place every day anyway. So where you gonna go? You better take your ass in the basement, and she better go in her she shed and keep it moving. Now, if y'all just dating, then yeah, it's best for both of y'all to have your own places.
But
Right.
even still, when you have your own place, you can be separate and he can still be a homosexual.
Yep. Yep.
Because when you piss him off, all he gonna do is go home, get on
All
Instagram,
he's gonna do is go
black
home.
people
Yep.
meet, and be in somebody's DMs and
Not
get what
black
it
people
Yep.
is that
meet.
he want.
Not black people meet. That shit still exists.
Right. Yeah,
I
yo.
don't know. One of them damn apps, plenty of
Yep.
fish, all that shit. And
Everybody, I think when
he
people,
gonna
when
get
you get to
Mrs.
the
Right
point,
Now, and Miss Right
yep,
Now gonna come over and be what it is that he need for that moment.
right now, for right now, right, for right now. I tell people all the time, I met one of my best friends, and he and I are super cool. Um, and he, Lance is like real, he's real dope, but he is who he is. When we met, he had just broke up with his girl. He didn't need ass, he needed a friend. He needed somebody who was going to sit and listen and let him say the things that he wanted to say, to have the conversation that we all have to have with ourselves with another body sitting there. And he's really we met maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And he was like, you really just sat there. I was like, yeah, because you didn't ask my opinion. You just wanted a female body so that you could talk about the things that you wanted to talk about to her that y'all couldn't talk about no more. And once you got it out, you was good and you was straight. We gotta allow people space to cry in it. And either they gonna cry on your pussy or they gonna cry on your shoulder. Now that's the only time men cry. Twice. You know, when somebody's been hurt, they want to talk. And sometimes that's all people want. They don't want to
Yes.
go home by themselves. They want to talk. I need somebody that's gonna let me get my thoughts out and get my inner shit, the shit that I'm dealing with, because I don't really want your answers. I need to have this conversation with myself, and so I don't look stupid and crazy sitting here talking to myself. I need somebody else to sit there
But
and
let's
to
be
shut the fuck
clear,
up and for
it is nothing wrong with having these conversations with these people in your
No,
mirror
yeah,
and getting that shit out. Because a lot of
no,
times
it's
you're
nothing
not
wrong with it
going
in
to
the
get
mirror
that
at all.
closure. You're not going to get that closure that you want from that person. And
Yeah,
sometimes you talk so much about this person that I'm not going to say you have to put up this facade, but you make it appear to the public. And when I say the public, anything outside of your body,
yeah,
that you're no longer
that is
dealing
better
with
than
this
what it is.
person.
Yeah,
And now you can't go and get this shit off your chest and be like, because the first thing they're going to say is, wait a minute, I thought you was done with them
I
over a
long
year ago
time
or
ago.
something.
Right, 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 and
So
that's what I'm
now
saying.
you
You
can't,
can't have somebody from the outside.
and now you have no choice but to have them conversations by yourself. And there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with having them conversations by yourself. I talk to
no,
myself all the time. My kids done
yeah,
caught me
I
talking to
do.
myself. They be like,
And
"You having a
but you know
conversation
what?
again, Ace?
I mean,
Mind
the
your
fact that
business."
you had my conversations, you heard you sometimes, and you like just talk and you just let me go through it. It's like what you already knew what it was. It's like damn, like all right, I sent out. Like you went back, I did, and you was real honest when you ready. You walk, you wasn't wrong. But sometimes people they just aren't. They're not ready to leave a situation or deal with a situation that taps on them both emotionally, financially, and logically because it's too much shit up in the air at one time. So they
And
gotta
like I
leave
tell
and
people all
switch.
the time, I have no heaven or hell to put you in. I'm always a safe
Right.
place for you to always come to and talk to. The heart wants what the heart wants
Heart
until
wants.
the heart
Yeah.
doesn't
The
want it
heart wants,
anymore.
and until your heart walks away, that's it.
And how many times have I even told you that, Lex?
Oh, honey, honey. Because once, and you said it, you was like, once your heart's not in it no more, everything else is cool. And that was a valid ass shit. That was some valid shit you told me. You like your heart's still in it. You're not gonna leave till your heart's not in it no more. And you'll know. And I promise you I knew. And I laughed that morning. That's when I sent you that message. I was like, dog, I rolled out. And you were like, yep, that's it.
That's usually how it happens. Let's go back to these apps though. I don't know how this generation do it, but if I meet you off an app, you ain't coming to my house. We can link up. This is the way I used to do it. This was the winner for me. I would always meet them at like Greenbelt Park or something, go walking around the lake. By that third lake, that third lap, then I got to know them. Then you can come back to the house. Then I fucked them, and
When they be like, come to the house right now. They don't talk. They don't go out first. They don't do nothing. You have no idea who this person is except for when they naked.
they could be lining your ass up to get robbed.
Oh my God. I'm gonna tell y'all the story without telling y'all the story. One of my little kids decided that they was gonna go have a little yeah. So they asked me could they have company. I was like, yeah, who coming over? Oh, a friend. I'm like, oh, okay, no fucking in my house. Next day come
Right.
around. I'm like, I thought you was leaving. Nah. I thought you was having company. Nah, I'm gonna go see them. Oh, okay. Where you gotta go? Oh, they live in Waldorf. Damn, you catching flights?
Right.
He was
What?
like, nah, that they at their folks' house in Bowie. They at their folks' house in Bowie.
Nope. Sound like you said that.
So it wasn't just me.
There's so many different locations. No.
Hold on.
No.
But let me tell you,
No.
I drive them out that joint. And they live like right on the backside of like the what the hell is that? Uh Garrett A. Morgan Boulevard. On the little corporate side. So I'm like, it's some townhouses or whatever. So I take a picture of the house. I already have his location. So then he started going through the back. I'm like, the fuck he going through the back for? So of course I'm not pulling off. I sit
Right.
there
Nope.
and I'm like, are y'all having a cookout or something? What's going on? He was like, nah, she told me to come to the back. Come to
Oh
the
no.
back for what?
Oh,
Cause she
he
ain't
got
want
it
her
fucked
aunt to
up.
know. Some cause she ain't want her aunt to know that she was having company. Okay. So we know I'm always doing a side hustle or something. I literally get to the Bowie Walmart. I'm in there about to do a little shopping. He texts me talking about some, where you at? I'm like, damn, I thought y'all was gonna hang out. We did, we done. You can come get me. He was there less than an hour. I
Oh,
put
they
on
got
top maybe 42 minutes. Yeah, he got it. It was I was like, if I knew it was gonna be a quickie, I would have
you
stayed.
know, that's it. That's what we did.
Hey,
Okay. Wow.
but yeah, because that's what I used to do. But see, the thing is, once like I say, by that third lap, I had
Did
them
your
locked up.
mama drop you off to get some pussy?
No, I was driving. My
Right.
mother would
That's
never
what you
drop me
did.
off to get no pussy. But no, what I'm saying is, like, and when
I
after
aided and
that,
abetted your pussy game. Like,
and after that third lap, I would just make them leave their car there, because I'm like, a nigga could be following them. He might have a location. So I used to always tell them, you don't lie. I used to tell them like, you don't need. I say, you don't need your phone. You can leave your phone in the car. We just gonna walk. We gonna walk and talk. By the third lap, I'm like, all right, we come back to the house. I'm like, nah, just leave your car here. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at this point now
But
they
you know
feeling
what?
they
Here we
invaded the
go.
safe space.
Here we go. I gotta say it again. I keep telling you they're gonna give up my they're gonna snatch my girl card. Men like you are very rare, very hard to find, and very hard to keep because y'all do y'all background work in a different way. Come take a walk with me. I mean, I do that. I've gotten that from men because I was raised by men like you. Hey, let's go take a walk. You ain't gonna take a walk with me. We can't go nowhere. Let me see who you are. Let me hear how you talk before I bring you to my place. I'm not just automatically just bringing you here. But you're very hard to keep because you're intelligent and you listen to everything and you pick
them
up on
interview
everything.
processes be amazing.
Your interview process is get them talking. Because you're going to talk and you're going to tell me everything. You're going to tell me exactly who you are. But these teams don't have it. Their interview process is, oh, you like this person as an artist? Cool. We can listen to the same song? Cool. My dick big, my pussy wet, I'm on the way. That's it.
This is generation of sexy red.
Shit. Y'all don't actually have conversations with these people to figure out who and I've reached that some of my best friends And some of the realest people I know just don't like corners of fault.
Yeah, look at me like this. You can't have everybody at your spot. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you don't know who's trying to
And bring
lie.
everybody home.
Especially now, like especially like for these youngins, because don't none of them want to work. You know what I'm saying? So you don't
Nope.
never know who's trying to set you up. They might be lining you up, and we have seen this
Yep.
happen time after time. And I ain't saying it just started with this generation. They was robbing niggas back in our day too.
But the
But now,
finesse is different. The
not to
finesse
the
is way
extent they
different.
are now though. Not like these little
No,
niggas now don't want to do
these little niggas got
nothing.
nothing with them. They got nothing with them. They don't want to earn nothing. They don't want to do nothing. They don't even hustle right.
Nah, the
And
sad thing about it is,
they
because
don't
now they
hustle
switching
right.
up all these laws. So now these little niggas they gonna be going to jail with the big boys.
Yep.
So they gonna keep you in county or DC jail until your trial, and then you gonna get found guilty because they gonna always even say if you rob some, you carjack somebody, that's already federal. But they not just gonna charge you with carjacking. They gonna charge you with carjacking, felony assault, aggravated assault. They gonna put enough charges where something gonna stick on you where you gonna get at
But you
least
know
10 to
what?
12
Here we
years.
go.
And
I'm
you
not
pray to God that that person doesn't die in the process of, or
in
gets
the
hurt in the
process.
process of you doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like the
But
dumb
how
broad
many these
that
kids
took,
go?
like the dumb, and this broad was in her 30s, Wayne. Remember this a couple of months ago? The lady at Washington Hospital Center was taking her mother to the hospital lab, and she got out the truck to go get a wheelchair for her mother. This bitch jumps in the truck and speeds off, ends up crashing into a building down by the court buildings.
Right? Yeah, I
Grandma
remember that.
died. Her mother died. You just got charged with capital murder.
Wow.
You
Wow.
just got
See,
charged
that's
with
the thing
capital
is,
murder.
it's different. It's different, and
And she wasn't a kid, Lex. That bitch was 32.
it's grown. And that's why I say it's different because just like Wayne said, hey, look, if you do this way, charges. The dudes are different. These young dudes don't understand. Like y'all don't know the charges y'all could be hitting down here.
Yeah,
So Durham is way different from DC. Not way different because it's stupid everywhere. But they really don't know. Like, dog, do you know if you carjack somebody and you run into somebody else and that person dies, that's a murder charge.
and
I can
they
tell,
gonna put enough
I
charges
can
on
tell
you.
them it doesn't matter if they died Monday or if they died
Right.
that's a murder charge. They don't understand that, but that's things that they're they've been too protected from. And I
You
hate to
know,
say it,
also,
the real niggas grew up and they said, all right, I'm trying not to teach my kid my street ways, and I'm trying to keep them out the street, so I'm not going to teach them nothing. But they didn't teach them the actual lessons at all,
Right.
and so
Wayne,
y'all was
remember,
stupid and y'all was just doing shit.
I'm still waiting to see what happened to that boy that was in the car with his two friends that burned up on Southern Avenue.
Uh,
Because you
See
know
the
they
thing
did a
with
whole
that
bunch
is,
of stealing.
yeah,
Oh, you
the
ain't hear
thing
about
about
that one
that
either,
is,
Lex? He
nah,
was the only
the thing,
one in the car that survived. I'll send you the link later. His buddy is
you
on the
talking about
ground, burnt
the
up
football
dead.
dude? You
No,
talking about young and that
the
was going to the
kid.
Vikings?
No, on Southern
Okay, so you talking about
Avenue
something else?
about 3 weeks ago. Lex, you got another device you can look on?
But send it to me. I'm gonna look at it later. I
So
did
the
hear about
youngin,
the guy that just got drafted to the Vikings, and they said that he was out with his friends and they got hit by a drunk driver. I heard about that, but I didn't hear
No, they all
about
were together.
he's
That one, they all were together. All of the people in that crash, they all came from the same party. They were
yeah.
all friends.
No,
The
no, the
only one
no.
that
one
I'm not
in the
talking
survived,
car,
about that
yeah.
one. The
The
one
one
I'm
in
talking
the car. I'm
about,
talking about the one that actually hit them. Was
yeah,
yeah,
that
them
not
was
the
his
she's,
friends.
okay?
yeah, they were all
So
friends. They were
that's
all, to my understanding. Now, I wasn't there, so I don't know this to be true. But to what
Pennsylvania
I've been
Flower House
told,
Road.
so what I've been told is they all were at the same party and they all were drinking.
Mm-mm.
But she ended up. Everybody in her car lived, including her. She ended
She
up
hit it.
hitting. I think she hit
She hit
either
the
she hit an
car.
Impala and then the Impala hit them, or she hit them and then they hit the Impala. No, she. I think she
Whatever
hit the
happened
Impala.
was
The Impala hit
she
them
hit
and
the
they drove
car.
to a bunch
The
of.
car
They
hit
died
them,
in
and it
impact.
went into a ditch. It went through a tree.
and they were all coming from the same party.
They were
Now
all coming from the
that
same
Yeah.
part
party.
I did because we get the story, but not the story once it keeps developing. They just said, this young man from DC had just been drafted from PG County. Let me excuse me because people get a little testy about that. From PG County, had just been drafted to the Vikings. He went home. He was with his folks from high school, just having fun. They were hit by a drunk driver. He died. I get it, and I'm send my regards out to his parents, to his mom, to everything. But at a point, I gotta go back to why are you there? Because you are no longer in the same league as all of these people. Your three
Exactly.
boys that you was with, you could have took them elsewhere, and y'all could have partied elsewhere because you can't be with the 50,000 people you used to be with. So now you got to wasted time. You got a life that got cut off early and didn't have to be because somebody else was reckless with their decision.
Right.
And at a point, we have to get to realize that when you reach a certain station in your life, you can't let people have that much control over what your next step is and what your next moment is. He let somebody else control his next moment.
Yeah, and I don't even think he was driving. I think he was a passenger.
He
T,
was
you
a
talking about
passenger.
that chase that started at Anne Arundel and they crashed on Southern Avenue?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I
Yes.
talked about that a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
So the boys they
Crazy.
went on a robbing spree from Anne Arundel County all the way into DC. And the white police officer, mind you, the little dude was the only one that survived. His buddy, I'm still looking for the post because I know I sent it to one of my kids. I just can't remember which kid. But the boy was in the only one sitting outside the car, and the whole time the police are putting him on the ground and faced him on the ground, so he had to look at both of his friends on the ground dead. He's steadily sitting there screaming, "He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing."
Wow.
He
and I'm gonna tell you what
literally
happened with that.
was the only person that survived that. And
And
I
you
just
know,
want to know, is he getting charged with the murder of his friend?
but you know how they went to DC, right? They probably did a little bit because DC not supposed to chase you, but Anne Arundel can, and they have the authority to go through different jurisdictions. So they
Park
probably
police
figured,
was the ones that got his ass.
but
I
Anne
drove
Arundel,
past that scene.
Anne
Park
Arundel the
police
one that
was
kept
on his
chasing him
ass.
though. Yeah, because I think it was Anne Arundel and Parker. But see, people think when you go to DC, because DC
Yeah.
technically not supposed to chase you, but
And now, right?
these other counties they have jurisdictions. They have certain little, I guess for lack of better
When
words, loopholes
Yeah.
where
Wayne,
they
I was
can.
out there
You're
that
not
day.
supposed to take
It
you
was
anyway.
not one Anne Arundel car out there. It was all park police.
Yeah.
It was all park police in
That's
DC.
crazy.
The majority of those was park police. The ones that snatched his ass and put him on the ground to face his friends was park police.
Yeah, well, they said DC gonna get the case anyway. Because I watched that one on the news. It was a few Arundels there though, because they showed them. They still showed their cars behind them. But yeah, but since it happened in DC, DC will get their case. But I think people think that if they go in the city, they not gonna get chased. But that's not. You
And
can't
they don't,
outrun
but
the
again,
radio.
that
So
goes back to they don't understand
even
the
if they
rules.
don't chase you,
Nobody
you
taught them
can't
the
outrun the
rules.
radio.
Nobody taught them the rules, Wayne. Think about it. That's just common sense.
You can't
Real
outrun the
common
radio.
sense. Nobody taught them the rules.
So, but then again, situations like this, like when you try to play a man's game, sometimes you end up with a man's consequences.
You end up with a man's consequences, yeah. And that's the shit. We don't teach our kids now. Like you playing big boy games, big boys got consequences. Because it's I hate to say it, the only people that are telling their story are the ones that slid the line like this far. Like you just got by with consequences and they glorify that and they don't tell them like y'all played this game dog and it don't always end up like this.
'Cause I'm gonna tell you like this: ain't no guns in prison.
Nope.
Especially when you get in when they send you down the road. Now, some you might luck up and get maybe like Jessup or something, but if they send you out of state, them
Again,
CEOs will turn their back on you. And they put you in them lifers that's in
the
there
only
that
thing
don't
about it,
care.
these kids don't fight. They can't fight. They can't. They can't hand to hand nothing. we get the reputation we get at our age because we was scrappers. You had to go with your hands first. Because somebody walk up, punch you in the face, you got to turn that around and do it. These kids don't have that. Their whole resolve is to pick up a gun. Like, use a pump. For real. I mean, yeah, I carry every day. Every day. All day, every day, everywhere I am. But I'm more liable to punch you in your face than I am to pull out my weapon because my weapon is a charge. I can punch you in your face, that's a charge. That might be simple.
Matter of fact,
But
I'm gonna tell y'all.
if that yes on you, baby, I got to pick whether my son is going to see tonight or whether I'm gonna be marrying this Spencer Booker.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a little story. I'm not gonna say the area it was in because this actually happened out here. This was about at this point I think it was like 6 months ago because I know the officer that works at B and I know the individual that it happened to. So basically, chick was in the club with her girlfriends. These youngins tried to talk to her. She turned them down. She turned them down politely. They left. They was waiting for her outside. They basically tried to rob her, and she shot one of them. Now, mind you, the police was there because this was a guard at the police place. She shot one of them. I don't know if he died or not. Really, when the kid. Once she clapped him, the rest of them ran. So the police dude basically told her like, "Get out of here. I'll handle this. Just go ahead and go." He said, "I saw everything that happened." He's like, "I'm not gonna waste my time doing all the paperwork. They was trying to rob you." He said they got what they deserve. So that's why I say I won't say the area because it was an article about it, so I won't say. But I know both the individuals, and honestly, if I was police, I'd do the same thing. These little niggas not gonna learn until they see it up front. Now, you playing big, your ass the dummy that got shot. Where your buddies at? They hauled ass and left him. I ain't even bother to try to resuscitate you, see if you was okay, do anything to help you. Nah, they left your ass there to die. So then you got to think about the kind of people you got in your circle. You need a better group of friends. They should at least, if anything,
The right people.
try to call you an ambulance or something because the police already let Shorty leave.
Yep. Hey, look, I tell people all the time when I got down here, when people realized that it was just me. After a while, the guy at the gas station, I'm walking around my car. That's a nice car. That's a better than that. But he didn't see PJ in the back of the car because PJ was laying down on the seat. And my windows are tinted. I got 20s all around my windshield and everything. You know, I got a real beefy looking ass. You ain't finna look at my shit like. And the dude was talking and he was going and I was standing there. And I'm like, okay. And the closer he got, I just went in, pulled my shit out, put it on top of my head. I was like, it's going down one way or it's going down another. And he was like, nah, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. I do. Because I already see what you're doing. Like, you're literally walking around. Who walks around somebody's car and pulls the door handle? And I'm a woman. So I already know. But it's because I was raised where I was raised. I'm not funny. So I know if you walking around my car trying to peek inside the car to see you in there, you can't say my son. I'm liable to blow your head off.
Exactly.
But these things are stupid. And and just when you brought it up, this whole I can't take rejection era that they got going on right now, like you ain't got the right to say no, it's down here. She attacked the dude because the dude didn't want her. So as much as it's happening to them, women are getting attacked because they don't want the dude ain't want her. You know, this man, because like no thank you. At a point, if you know it's 50 million other dicks on earth. Just because this one didn't want you, don't mean that he doesn't deserve to go home at night.
Right.
You got to be able to take the no. I mean, I've been rejected a lot of times. Nah, you just ain't my type. Okay, it ain't nothing against you. You just ain't my type. Well, it is something against you and I don't want you. But you take that shit, take it on your back and move on. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to take it on their back and move on. Everything is personal.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. It's 4 o'clock. We can go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing up. Damn, it's 4 o'clock.
I miss y'all. I love y'all.
Miss
We
Good
you
miss
and
you
love
laugh.
too.
you too. The
We
crazy
miss
thing
you
is, I found
too.
another article that I can send you with a female. She cut the nigga thumb off and was using his
Shit.
finger to rob
Oh,
him. I can
that
send
was
it
they
to
robbed
you.
that old man. Oh, yeah, I heard about that one. They
I
dumbasses
heard
got
that's
caught.
the older man. That's the
Yeah, that
older
was
man
the
I
older man.
was talking about.
He
Yeah.
dumbass. And that's another thing. I never seen such stupidity in the generation. It's cameras everywhere in DC.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's stupid, yo. These kids are stupid. But some of it is our fault because we should teach them better. And some of them know better and they're just dumb anyway.
Exactly.
But we really so much on the let's give them better than what we had. They ain't got to struggle. No, they don't have to. And I'm one of them. My son is spoiled, and I love it. I love the fact that I can't spoil him, and he ain't got to get it out the mud because I don't want him to do that. However, he gets this from me all the time. Hey, look, everybody is not like you. Everybody is not gonna have this. You got uncles, you got aunties, and you about to hear the real shit. You know, we not playing. I think just because you have it, you got to do this. Like, like there's no responsibility. They got no respect. They got no honor at all. They just don't. It's crazy.
As but you know what's funny though?
Uh-oh.
Even though I just found this out at the end of the show, I can actually share my screen on here like Teams. I can present.
Oh
I
no,
don't
y'all
even.
waking up again. And I know it's just a storm down here. I know that.
So yeah, so T, those articles. What I just realized is for the next show, I basically can do one of these, and we can just pull them up that way. So hold on, let me try it again.
Even though my forehead big as shit, my skin looking monster.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. Tell them where they can find y'all on y'all social medias.
When I'm not drinking water and minding my goddamn business, you can find me at Totally T on Instagram or T Lawson on Facebook. Make sure you say the BOS Pod crew sent you, because otherwise your ass will be sitting in line like at the club.
When I'm not running around here getting on somebody's nerves, you can find me at Lexi the Lovely on Instagram, on TikTok, Gonna Take on Green on Set Life if you about that life. I'm on Facebook somewhere. You know, my baby on there, so y'all can stay on Facebook. I add you in my Facebook. I see y'all on the social media.
Y'all can find me at WeezeMan2K5 on IG. Don't look me up on Facebook. I got too many requests. I'm not gonna see it. And y'all can find all three of us on the BOS podcast crew. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. Peace.
It's smooth.
All right.